Hello, students from Mrs. Rodriguez's class and any other Sandhill Cranes that might be watching this. I'm Mr. Brown, and I'm out here in my backyard lab, and we're going to do a science activity today where we're going to make a oil water sensory bottle. So what you're going to need for today's activity, you need a bottle filled halfway with water. You are going to need some kind of oil. I'm using kitchen oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, all works fine. You can also use baby oil. I'm going to use some water-based paint I have right here to color my water. You can use food coloring, dyes, anything you have to change the color of the water. I've got some glitter, some googly eyes, and some pom-poms to put into our bottle. And I also have some paper plates to put my bottle onto while we are working on this. Because depending on where you're at, you might have an area where if something spills, we want to be able to clean it up easy. Now, since we're working with oil, that's especially important. Now, what an oil is something that is viscous, which means it is thick and sticky, and it is hydrophobic. So I want you to remember that oil is sticky and it is hydrophobic. We're going to come back to those. So with my water bottle here, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to take my paint that I'm using to color. I'm going to put some in there. I'm going to shake it up a bit to see if that gets it as colored as I want to. I'm going to put some more in there. And I'm going to shake that up. So I've got a nice bright green right there. I'm going to take some of my googly eyes here, if I can get the bag open. I'm going to take some of these small and medium googly eyes, put them in there. I'm going to take some of our pom-poms and put them in there. And lastly, I'm going to take my glitter. I'm going to take all these pom-poms that have fallen, get them in there. I'm going to take my glitter, and I'm going to put some glitter in there. Use as much as you want into the bottle. And then we're going to take our oil. Now I want you to think about what's going to happen when we pour the oil into the bottle. Now remember, the oil is sticky and hydrophobic. So let's see what happens. We're going to watch where the oil is going. And we're going to fill it up pretty close to the top, but not all the way. So have you noticed something that's happened with our bottle? Do you see where we have the bright green area and then we have the area of oil? They're not mixing together, they're separate. So that's what hydrophobic means. The oil and the water are two different liquids and they can't mix together. Oil will actually repel water. And then notice almost all of our glitter is up in the section with the oil and it's not in with the water. That's because the oil is much stickier, viscous, than the water is, so the glitter is sticking in with the oil. So we are going to make sure our bottle is very, very tight. You can actually, at this point, before we cap it off, if you've got some glue, you can put some glue around inside. That way the bottle will stay sealed so we don't accidentally drip any out. And then we're going to start moving it around and we're going to see what's happening. Do you see how the oil in the water, it's making bubbles? It's just kind of flowing around. Oh, we got some glitter there. And it's just making really cool patterns because we have these two different liquids and they're moving around each other. And then we've got all this other stuff in there that's interacting with the water and the oil. So with this bottle, we can use this to help us sometimes when we might be feeling sad, or maybe we're not exactly happy about something. We need something to help us calm down. We can take this bottle and move it around like this and just kind of check out the different patterns and the different ways it moves and flows, and kind of use that to help us focus on this and to help us get through whatever might be making us unhappy or sad. So what we did today was we made a water oil sensory bottle. We can make it different ways. We can use, I think I used a little bit too much glitter on this one, but it kind of helps. It's kind of cool to see it flowing around like that, and we got a nice mix of purple and green there and all of our other stuff. You can put all sorts of things in these bottles. You could put beads, marbles, pom-poms, glitter, googly eyes like I did. But remember, the way that this bottle works is we have water and then we have an oil, and because the oil is hydrophobic, they won't mix together, and then we get this nice separation where we can move our bottle around and see it flowing around like that with all sorts of crazy colors and crazy things in it. All right, well, I hope you're staying safe. I miss all my friends from Sand Hill Elementary, and I look forward to seeing you when everything settles down. So remember, stay safe and stay tuned for more activities. Thank you.